Coming out of the pandemic in 2022, the Bridge Church in San Diego's Mountain View neighborhood found itself in the middle of a war zone.
A lot of activity happening right in front of our eyes. And the community knew it, everybody knew it.
Pastor Steve Marin says drug sales, gun sales, and prostitution were happening every day. It was a frightening experience for the Bridge congregation. They prayed for a miracle. Their prayers focused on Mike's Market, which is across the street from the church at the corner of 37th and Ocean View. It had been controlled by 59 Brims gang for years.
They literally terrorized our community.
Worshippers experienced the terror firsthand.
Outside the patio, we had little prayer circles, and two kids running up the street here, right next to me on 37th, 36th, shooting at each other, 22 pistols.
Another time, Marin's wife, Lisa, was cleaning up the children's play area in the Bridge when she heard shooting.
People screaming, and then I just looked out the window and saw a bunch of people running, and I just kind of just ducked because I just wasn't sure what was happening.
Across the street, a body lay in Mike's Market's parking lot. A 26-year-old gang member gunned down by the West Coast Crips, the 59 Brims' sworn enemy.
Not something fun to see, you know?
A short time later, another gang member died in front of the market, another a half block away. In the 2 years prior to this, San Diego police had responded to more than 1,000 calls for service within 500 feet of the market. Things seemed out of control.
And we said, this is not okay. So we're going to pray against violence, pray against chaos.
The business never slowed at Mike's Market. Deputy District Attorney Miriam Hemming led the operation.
Mike's Market has been known to law enforcement and to the district attorney's office as a hotbed of gang activity going back decades, probably.
Mountain View experienced what District Attorney Summer Steppen describes as piecemeal policing.
The way law enforcement generally works is you have a call for service and police respond.
While this approach resulted in arrests, it didn't fix the underlying problem.
The same people are going to just come out of jail and start over. Many of the people that we've convicted had prior records.
Also, if the police only show up when there's trouble, they don't make meaningful connections with residents. Historically, this has been the case in marginalized communities.
The whole establishment was racist.
Henry Wallace has seen how police interact with communities of color in San Diego for more than a half century.
They had a stereotype idea about what blacks does and how they should treat black people as well as Hispanics.
As a member of the San Diego Black Panther Party since 1967, Wallace has seen police-community relations improve, but cautions there remains residual mistrust. Steffen says she understands that.
Community trust is the most important thing for effective strategic law enforcement, public safety, and prosecution.
A key connection in this case was between Pastor Marin and Omar Luz-Zudiaga, the SDPD's community relations officer for the neighborhood. It began with a meeting at the Bridge Church.
And I'm never gonna forget this. He took me to his balcony and we faced Mike's Market.
There was casings of bullets, rounds of bullets. You remember that?
Yep.
I'm like, hey, look at the casing right here. Hey, there's a casing right there.
It soon became clear that this case required a different approach. But it didn't happen right away. It took time to build momentum.
And little by little, we began to bring more people on board.
Ultimately, the DA's office and SDPD formed a special unit of gang experts, and Operation Mic Drop was born. JW August, KPBS News.